Do you ever worry about your laptop or phone being stolen while you're working remotely? In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to protect yourself from this kind of theft so that you can get back to work almost instantly with no issues. Okay, this is not for people who are dealing with sensitive documents. If you're dealing with sensitive documents, you need to create another strategy. This is for people which are working remotely, ideally in a sales situation where the most you have to do for a client is a contract or some sort of supporting documents. And this isn't to protect you against people that hack into your accounts, take over your email, steal your things from a remote location. This is purely, you're sat in a cafe and someone walks past, swipes your laptop, or you're walking back late at night and for some silly reason you've got your laptop in your bag, you get mugged, the laptop's gone. If you haven't thought through the steps I'm about to lay out for you, and you should watch this, this is going to be a valuable 5 minutes for you. If you haven't thought through these steps, you're very likely to be completely screwed. And getting back into the working flow, setting yourself up with new machinery is going to be expensive, time consuming, and probably going to end up with you having lost some of the important documents that you want. The 3 pillars of this are: you need to store every piece of data that you have in the cloud rather than keeping anything as a single source on the hardware. The next one is remote shutdown, and finally it's insurance. Okay, let's talk about why you should keep everything on the cloud. So for me, I'm not dealing with particularly sensitive documents. When I'm doing sales remotely, the main things that I'm delivering to a client are the contracts, they're the supporting sales material, and potentially there's some delivery there. But there's not too much sensitive information that I deal with on a daily basis with a client. And so for me, and I think this is what you should do as well, something like Google Drive, where instead of keeping all of these files on your computer, there's one source, maybe they're in the email because you've sent them to the client. You use Google Drive as the base for all of your documents. How does this protect you against theft? This means that if someone was to steal your laptop, you could go to pretty much any other computer. Hell, you could even use your phone. Hell, I've never used that in a sentence. Anyway, you can go to any other computer and within 5 minutes of logging in, you can be back at work doing the thing that you need to do, because none of your documents are on the laptop that's just disappeared before your very eyes. Yeah? You use Google Drive, you can log into another Chrome profile on another browser, bang, you're back online. Okay, the next is remote shutdown. This is easier on a Mac. I don't actually have very much experience with Windows computers, so I don't know if this is possible. I can imagine it is. On a Mac, we have something called Find Your Phone. So on iOS and Apple devices, you have Find Your Phone. What this lets you do is log in to your Find My Phone account and remotely destroy any data which is kept on the laptop, making it pretty much unusable for the person that logs in the next time it connects to the internet. I'm sure there are ways around this that they could get back the files. But this again, like I said, this isn't for people dealing with extremely sensitive issues, right? So you stored all of your data on the cloud and you are able to remotely shut down and destroy all of the data on the laptop. That's 2 things, right? So that means you can get back to work fast and no one can steal the information that you've got on the laptop. That's the first 2 points. The next one is insurance. If you do get your laptop stolen, there is a capital cost. You need to go and buy a new laptop. If you just pay something like £20 a month with a company such as, and I'm not affiliated with them yet, I think I should be, Insure My Bubble. If you get your laptop stolen and you file a police report, like you should, they will buy you a new laptop, so you have no capital cost of replacing the hardware. So now you've got all of your data you're able to access all of your data immediately anywhere on the planet if you need to. You can remotely shut down the laptop, and you can get new hardware at no additional cost to you. Perhaps the insurance that you get will have some sort of excess cover that you have to do. But with those three things, if you're doing a remote sales job, you never have to worry about your laptop being stolen. Obviously, it's an inconvenience. Yeah, you have to go and buy a new laptop. But it's not game over for your work if you followed these three things. Store everything on the cloud, get remote shutdown ability on your laptop, and then get insurance on your hardware. You can get back to work immediately fast with no capital cost. It also, actually, what I've just thought here, one of the main securities this gives you is the ability to not feel weak if you don't chase these people down. How much is your life worth? If someone's ballsy enough to steal your phone and your laptop, do you think it's a far step to think that they might be capable of causing you physical harm in order to keep the thing that they've stolen? Is your life worth £1,000 laptop? No. Your life is worth infinitely more. Your life is priceless. Don't spend any worry, any time thinking about a piece of hardware when you could put these three steps in place and never worry about it again. I think this is essential if you're going to work remotely, and I hope you've got some value. Always add value.